They come from far and wide to experience this tourist mecca of 19th century architecture. As the bells toll over St Paul's Cathedral in Dunedin, religious divisions that were once hidden are beginning to fracture American society at the dawn of Donald Trump's tenure. Fractures are also appearing in sectors of New Zealand society, with news this week that Brian Tamaki, leader of Destiny Church, has blamed earthquakes and floods on immorality.
He does make a point in that the actions we take in our personal lives do have a bearing on social and political realities, and I think that's the intent of the chapter. But he's taken that to a whole new extreme.
The Bishop says Tamaki's views are misguided and unchristian.
When I was first a Christian back in the early 1970s, there was a dear old man who mentored me. He wasn't an old man then, he was a middle-aged man. But in the 2011 earthquake, he was out in his garden picking strawberries for lunch, and a cliff fell on him and killed him. And he was one of the most saintly men that you would ever encounter. And the suggestion that God was striking him down because of the iniquity of the city was just, that's what really started me off on this whole path.
Parallels have been drawn between Tamaki's worldview and the outcome of the recent American elections, with some speculating that Destiny's popularity may signal a rise of the religious right in New Zealand. Wright says the comparison and fear is unfounded.
One of the essential messages of Jesus is that our true blessedness lies in the kingdom of God, and that's independent of anything that's happening around us.
He has a theory as to why Destiny has such a following.
That gives very simple answers to extraordinarily complex problems. And if you are trapped in a cycle of poverty and hopelessness and can't see a future, somebody gives you one, and it's very hard to argue against that.
Trisha Boudier, an American tourist in New Zealand, called the evangelical Trump voters hypocritical.
In California, we had 800 or 600 fires break out one night, and it was the same day that gay marriage was legalized in San Francisco, and the same kind of backlash happened for that.
It's a hard time to be an evangelical Christian because I think evangelical leaders, particularly in the United States, have betrayed them by publicly siding with Donald Trump, and I think letting go of the integrity of their faith in return for political and economic benefit.
This latest incident at Destiny Church may have shown that some sectors of New Zealand society are more divided on social, political and religious lines than we ever thought before. Rosella Bone, The South Today.